Hello there, and welcome back to Let's Play Mickey Speedway USA. For a bit, I'm the McD, and I'm back for the second part of this two-part video, and today I brought somebody along. Say hello, person I brought along.
Hello, this is Aces High. How's everyone doing? Hey, we're doing actual introductions here.
Yeah, we're professional as shit up in this business. And today we're going to be looking at the less pleasant part of the game. That is, once the game gets really fucking hard. And the first thing I have to say is, right here, as you can tell, I already unlocked a little bit of more stuff, and we have more characters. Now, first off, we have Minnie, who is the best character that comes with the game that you don't have to unlock. And next we have, I think it is Huey, and as you can tell, he's actually completely superior with 1 point more in acceleration. And then we have Louie, who isn't objectively superior because he has less acceleration, but he has 2 points more. And then we have the Professor, who just sucks in every other conceivable way, but we'll get to him later. For now, we'll be using Huey because 5 points in handling is the best thing that you can have in this game. And we'll be taking on the 4th Cup Victory vehicles on Mirror Mode to give a little bit of a comparison as far as difficulty goes. So Mirror Mode is something you unlock after you platinum, I think, everything on Professional.
I think I did unlock Mirror Mode, and I never enjoyed that one as much.
Well, it's interesting how they did Mirror Mode here. I don't think like everything is actually literally mirrored. I think some games only just mirrored the track itself, but not actually the rest of the game. But as you can tell, I think it was Louie as well who was holding the starting lights, and he was mirrored too. I didn't pay that much attention though. I mean, it would be nice if the HUD was mirrored too, just for the fucks of it. Anyway, this track is pretty easy actually. That's going to be a running theme for this cup. Despite being the 4th out of 5, it's not that hard. It has turbos all over the goddamn place, so you're just going to be flying, especially on the highest cup where you can just fly from one to the next.
I would say that this game really does a good job of saving how terrible the last set of races can be. You're going along, you're doing the 4th one, and, you know, you can still end with as big a lead as you just had there. Then all of a sudden you do the next set and everything just gets so much harder.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea for a difficulty curve. I guess, yeah, it's like, okay...
Interesting, yeah. That's the word to use.
Yeah, we're just going to delay this, and most people are not going to unlock the last one because they have to collect these hidden car parts that are all over the goddamn place. And, I mean, look at that. I just completely fucked up the start. But it's still not going to be that much of an issue. Well, for one, because the items are actually kind of nice to you if you're in 6th place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, they could be better, but...
They work about as well as they can.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing. The items are impotent, at best. I mean, things like that Trace Chaser that I'm just firing around all over the place that really likes to only work on straightaways, otherwise it just crashes right into the goddamn wall. Then again, I think Mario Kart 64 had the same problem with its red shell.
Yeah, it is supposed to work on the same idea of line of sight. So, of course, if there is nothing in your line of sight, then it will just go towards whatever it think is closest, and then, oh, it crashed into a wall. Whoops.
Bam, there we go, right one there.
Yep.
Man, we're good at this. And, yeah, so it's like I fucked up a couple of times, I botched the start, I ran into a baseball that was right behind an item container, but still I'm in the 1st place again.
Yep.
With 1 lap left to go. Now, that's not that much of a... Oh, come on, Mickey, you asshole, why'd you have to steal that?
Uh-oh, sounds like someone's got the star equivalent.
Yeah, it comes. I'm not sure if I think it comes back to haunt me in one of these races that I was playing with the sound off, and Well, at least
You didn't know.
Yeah, and it's just like whoosh. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, again, I won the race. It's not that hard.
No.
And something that might have been I pushed away pretty quick, but it seems that there's not, like in Super Mario Kart, there's always this one, the ranking is set. Whoever the computer decided will be always right on your ass, will always finish in second or first. And this is a little bit more balanced here, so I mean, of course it doesn't matter because the game demands that you finish everything in first. But
Yep.
it's a nice idea at least.
Yeah, I'll certainly agree with that. Well, it's one way to deal with rubber band issues. Makes it seem like things are a little bit fairer.
Yeah, all the way up until you get right to the end. So we're just cruising on. The Everglades is kind of a dickish track because, as you can tell, there are lots of different paths you can theoretically take, and this is actually my second attempt. The first one I recorded in full screen, and it didn't record anything. Actually, it was just a black screen. I don't know what went wrong there, and I was completely lost on this because that was actually my first time driving this track on mirror mode. I'm still a little bit confused. But I got used to the idea that you just stay all the way to the left, and you're usually fine. Just take the leftmost path.
Yeah.
Everything else just seems to like it. I guess it's theoretically supposed to give you items or something like that, but it doesn't help a lot. You just want to take the fastest path.
These tracks are easiest enough that you don't need to actually take as many items as required.
I mean, you only need them when you're behind, and when you're behind, they don't help you anyway, so what's the point?
The only ones that I feel are absolutely necessary when you're in the front is getting the boost so that you can actually get a better lead, or getting the invincibility sphere, or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure getting the invincibility is, like, literally impossible at first.
Yeah.
It's like I only ever ran to that in 6th place, 5th when I'm lucky, and the computer gets it on 2nd place at one point. Not in this video, but I've seen it happen that 2nd place got that one. So of course the AI cheats with items if it wants to.
Well, of course. I mean, it wouldn't be AI if it didn't cheat a little bit.
It's already cheating a little bit. It's more like cheating a lot. I mean, then again, it is a racing game, and a racing game AI has to cheat a lot.
Yes, otherwise it wouldn't be challenging. I say that with quotes.
It's sort of the problem that you can make a racing AI really challenging legitimately, but then you get into the problem that you just can't beat it unless you're literally perfect.
Yes.
Of course, then we get to the last cup where they
you
really
do
probably
have
do
to be
demand.
perfect.
I mean, it was like the last track on the last cup in particular. I was playing with save states when I did that for the first time, and I must have reloaded like every 5-6 seconds or something right at the beginning. Because the first curve always caught me off guard. It was really hard to take, and I just knew, like, I fell off, and I was like, well, shit, I can stop right now because that's not going to pull it. Meanwhile, here I'm just kind of cruising along, taking it slow, going with the flow, and just using items because I can, bumping the walls because I can. Well, not bumping into walls because I can. I didn't want to do that.
No,
But
these
still.
things just happen. I'd say the handling in this game is certainly not as good as it is in Mario Kart or even Diddy Kong Racing.
Which is completely baffling because this came after Diddy Kong Racing.
And it was made
So,
by
I mean-
the same people, wasn't it?
Well, I'm not sure
Well-
if the same internal team did it. I mean, I guess it was probably, hey, Disney wants us to crank out a Disney racing game. All right, put the janitor on it, and we're done with it.
Yeah, but it was still a rare game.
Yeah, and woo, last second takeover. So that was a little close, but still.
As we're going to see, that is not good enough.
Yeah, that's gonna be not good enough. And so I made it close, but yeah, you can see the closest was 11 points with Mickey, and I have the whole 36, I think it was. And here we have some in-emulator editing as I turn on the turbo mode, because I didn't realize at that point I can just skip this. Because
And
the
we've
first time
already-
you
yeah.
watched it, you can't skip it. So I was like, well, shit, I can't skip it. Okay, I guess I just have to speed it up. And we'll see in the next one that I finally figure out, oh, right, you can skip this shit? Oh, well, that was a waste of time. So now, Frantic Finale. You can tell I haven't done it in other difficulties because seriously, fuck that shit. And we're doing it
Yeah.
we're doing it in professional because I'm not suicidal. Not yet, at least.
Professional's pretty damn hard anyways. Hell, even doing this on amateur is hard.
Yeah, and right off the bat, we're gonna get a real dickish track in Hawaii. I mean, doesn't seem too difficult except for these fucking coconuts.
Yep.
I mean, these don't seem that bad, but there'll be some coming up that will just piss the shit out of you. These ones, look at this.
Yep, they just
They're-
dropped them. Yep.
They're right in your path. They take the tightest spot in the race, and then, boom, coconuts.
Yep.
I gotta drift around in the off-road to somehow try and avoid them. And already I'm in third place. The AI is bumping into them too, which I guess is a point in its favor. But still, I'm just kind of stuck. And I'm pretty sure that Daisy just decided, yeah, screw these guys, I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's like it was like Pete in my first video, where at one point the AI just decided, all right, I'm winning this, and the only way that the player is going to get past is if he gets really lucky with items.
Yeah, that's certainly how my experiences have gone with this set.
Yeah, it's pretty insane at some points. I mean, okay, here I got the plane, which is at least, well, there it didn't help at all, because it could have just as well been the car, which, because the line of sight was straight. And the thing is, the plane is supposed to help you when the line of sight isn't straight. But the one track, the last one, where the line of sight is never straight, there's an additional problem that comes in with it, and we'll be seeing that then. But right now, it's just me fighting for third place, desperately trying to stay ahead, and not doing a very good job at it.
Yeah, the plane.
Oh,
is
look at him go! There he goes. He got
And
the
watch
star,
him.
and he is fucking out of there.
And watch as he still loses.
And, well,
Yep.
can I do it? No. Oh man, that was a close shot. And bam, and the AI doesn't give a shit. Takes over for my car and just runs into the coconuts because, hey, it's the player. Who gives a shit about him?
Watching the AI bump around like that is reminding me of some early, the angry video game nerd stuff, where it's like, look at this. This game is so bad that even on the demo, they can't actually beat it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the theory is. Either the AI was bumped off of its course and is trying to compensate, so it's bumping into things, like it was bumped off by an item or something, or it's some attempt at bringing balance to it. Like, okay, we can't have the AI drive perfectly. We gotta
Every
have
time.
a bump fall off every once in a while. Now, this track, Oregon, is actually kind of nice once you've driven it for about 50 to 60 times,
Yep.
like I have, and you're starting to adjust to its tricks.
Yep.
And that bridge in particular is the point where it really gets tough, because you'll see it every time when I get to that bridge, I either prepare or I get screwed.
Yep.
This time, the first time I threw down an oil slick or whatever the fuck it was, and it probably blocked whoever was coming right behind me. I assume they didn't have a lot of room to dodge.
Sure,
second
but then
time
everyone just
around-
pushes them around.
Yeah, see, and here I have to slow down in order to
Not
not
fall.
fall off, but Donald just doesn't give a shit. He doesn't even have to brake. And he has 3 points in handling, and I have 5, so figure that out. Well, AI. That's how you
Yep.
figure it out.
Well, I was gonna say that your items are finally, they're finally giving you something useful. 3 tokens in a row. That's the computer just going, we hate you.
Yeah. So yeah, there I intentionally braked to be able to place it, and if you look on the mini-map, you saw the blue spot. That
Yep.
was Donald just stop. I assume
Yep.
he ran into it or try to avoid it somehow, and I think that was what brought me the victory. So I got really lucky here.
If he's going fast enough, he may have actually fallen into the water.
That could have been too. Yeah, that thing slips you all over the place. But getting lucky is not going to continue here. Next off, we have Texas. Fuck this track. I mean, seriously, just fuck it. Fuck it to hell.
It's funny that you say that. I feel that this is usually my saving grace whenever I'm playing this game, because compared to the other three, this one's actually pretty easy. I always found.
In all my runs, it's not that hard a track, but the AI is just vicious on it. Like, it seems even more so than usual.
I will agree with that.
It feels to me like I can be doing really well, and it's like, make him pass me. I'm not going to, like, here I'm going to catch up, but that's it. Now he is gone. Like, that's a little bit of a spoiler here, but oh fucking Christ. No, that was the moment where the race went to shit, when Goofy just came out of nowhere and ran everybody over. I think, yeah, that's him that's going to be gone now. Because he's the fast character.
Yep.
And he doesn't have to deal with the handling issues the player has.
I find that the funny... Before I unlocked Dewey and Louie, I always found myself graduating towards using Donald or Goofy because, you know, the early races are easy enough that low handling and low acceleration is pretty easy to deal with.
Yeah, it was like, when I first unlocked Professor Von Drake, I used him on the first cup, and I was like, damn, this guy is awesome. Then I used him on the second cup, and suddenly I realized what the problem was. It's like, we'll get to that later, but it's like, great, you got a character that you can only basically use in right at the easiest tracks, and that's about it, unless you really master this game.
Holy crap, I have never seen that happen before.
What?
A tie for second.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. It's a very tight competition going on.
In all the times I've played, I have never seen that happen before.
And
I didn't even think that was possible.
Yeah, it seems... It has to have some sort of routine for that.
Oh,
just because it eventually happens.
Yep, it will happen.
Now we have Colorado. This is where shit hits the fan.
Yep.
This is the big hand. Well, look at that. Minnie just went flying. I almost did. And here's the rain cloud again. And remember when I said the rain cloud could come in handy when you get hit by it? This is where it is. Because this will make your life so much easier because you're just slowed down, and everybody is slowed down.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Those cars are useless. I mean, when the fuck are you... Look at that mini-map. When the hell are you ever going to get a straight line of sight? Here, maybe, for like a second.
Yep, but considering how far ahead she is...
Yeah. Bam, right into the door. Right into the wall. There goes Donald. It's nice to see that the AI is not immune to this track. Because for a while it felt like it was.
You got a boost.
But then I started noticing them falling.
You got a boost. In the number of times I've played this, I've maybe gotten a boost once. That is how rare it is.
Yeah, and I knew I had to save it. Look at that. Mango Flyer. Alright, maybe I can hit her. Oh shit, it hit the fucking sign. It hit the sign, and it crashed.
Oh,
Alright,
God.
I got another one. Well, I can't use it right now.
Wait.
Now I have to wait. Okay, come on, I'm hammering the Z button. Can I use it now? Can I use it now? Can I please use... Oh, god damn it, I wasted an item. Can I use it now? Fuck, it ran into the wall. That's the thing. It has to get out for a little bit to be able to find its course. And while doing that, it just runs into the wall. So here I decided, fuck it, I'm going to jump this. I usually never manage to jump this without the
Yeah, I was actually quite
boost.
surprised.
And I still haven't figured it out. I mean, like I said, I ran this track like 60 times or something like that, and you can notice the rain cloud fucked me over there. I had the baseball, and I probably could have hit her with it, but I got blocked. No, well, second isn't too bad for this track.
Yeah. This was the track where I always turned on unlimited retries, because I always needed them.
Yeah, it's nice that the game actually gives you that. As if to say, yeah, here, have luck, shithead, you're gonna need it.
we realize that this game is going to get really hard.
Alright, now we gotta back out, gotta select a different character because we're gonna be taking the professor for a spin. And
to show him off.
Jesus, this guy. This fucking guy. I don't even know where to start with him. I mean, for one, he's the fastest character in the game, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also we're going to show off the hidden track, which I mentioned at one point where we, in the training mode, where you can run over chickens.
Ah, yes.
But now, watch, I'm gonna mess up the start here, but not, like, mess it up, just not get the boost. And now look at the difference in speed.
Yep.
Just look at that acceleration. Look at that acceleration. Look at that handling. Oh, Jesus, look at that wide turn. Oh, God, this is terrible. And it's like, you can tell he's got a decent clip going on. He can go pretty fast.
Oh,
but,
sure.
Oh, trying to take a corner here, can't do it.
Hit the B button and
oh,
down we go.
And that's the thing, I've been doing the Y turns for now. Now, if you tilt the control stick any little bit, more than just a little bit, I think I'm going to do it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, shit. Hit the wall. Much slower again. Getting lapped by the staff ghost. That's the thing. The game wants you to beat these staff ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And at some points, you're going to need him. Oh, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Because that's the thing. It just slows you down. It's also noticeable with Goofy and Pete, but not as hard. But this guy, oh, Jesus Christ. Just look at that. Oh, wrenching around the corner. Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
I'm trying to think what made them think that having handling and acceleration this bad was such a good idea.
I mean, I guess the theory was some sort of expert character. But even then, he is probably literally unusable on some tracks.
Yeah,
like, mathematically impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And they call this a reward. They call this a fucking reward.
Yeah.
It's basically him saying, hey, guess what? You're going to need this guy to beat the staff ghosts. Have fun, shithead. You're gonna have to learn how to master this guy. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Oh, that's just...
Fuck, yes. Alright, so that about wraps it up for this game. I mean, there's a couple details in the devils in the detail, but that's about it. So, any closing thoughts?
There's a reason why I've never gotten Von Drake before, and you demonstrated that in Frantic Finale. That is just unforgiving. I don't know how kids were supposed to actually unlock him. I mean, I got a gold, and I was pretty damn happy about that.
Yeah. Unlimited retries. That's basically it. That's their out. They figured, alright, this is too fucking hard, how are we going to solve this? Well, just let them try it in an unlimited amount of time. They're kids, they got fucking time.
Pretty much. That was how I approached it. Any other thing that I have to say about this game is that I enjoy it because of the fact that there seems like a little bit more personality in the game, like with the fact that everyone's saying things back and forth, and then of course one of my favorite cheats that you can get is the heckle button, which replaces your horn when you don't have an item, and the player or the characters will just shout at each other.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I wondered, well, if you get 4 players together and actually play this with 4 players, all 4 having this cheat activated, Jesus Christ, that would have to be insane.
It can get pretty annoying, but it's still entertaining. Other things that I find interesting is the fact of how excited you can get, even though you've gotten like a 5th or a 6th or something like that. You know, you finish the race, and whichever of the nephews is just like, "You finished!" And it says in like 3 or 4 different ways, and I remember whenever I got a first, I was like, yes, 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 I did it!
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing it's it's the thing that it's the kind of stuff that keeps this game from being completely terrible.
Yeah.
The personality goes a long way, but it doesn't go far enough. At the end of the day, it's still kind of shit.
Yeah, that is definitely the case. Oh well.
I think we could. That about sums it up. It's kind of shit.
And well, kind of is enough.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the trip down memory lane, McD.
Alright. That'll be everything from me for this game. I might be showing up in the thread again, maybe not. We'll see. For now, see you guys.
See ya.
And cut.